Hey guys, welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. I'm your host Khalid Mohidin, and this is the daily news show. So I thought, being a Friday, I think I should basically just cover everything that we've covered over the last week first and foremost. So it's been quite a hectic week in cricket, and there's been a lot of talk on social media. And the major talking points have been about where South African cricket is going and what is going to be happening to South African cricket. A lot of questions have been asked about the sport in South Africa, particularly. And there has been a lot of talking points with regards to racial issues in the country, with a lot of ex-cricketers coming out and speaking up about these things that they have experienced, and vice versa. We've had people come out defending themselves too, of those allegations. So obviously, what I'm talking about is particularly Tamitso Lekile, who sparked off quite a massive storm on social media with his comments that he made, allegations that he made with regards to Graham Smith. And in reverse, Graham Smith came out with a statement. Now, both of those particular topics are on our site and it's on our YouTube channel. You can go to the daily news playlist on our channel to go have a look at what has been said. We've also spoke the previous week about the Mzansi Super League, and we are awaiting CSA to announce whether they are going to continue with the Mzansi Super League in recent times. So if we're going to be able to see the Mzansi Super League happen this year, or will it be postponed until next year? Those are questions that need to be answered. We've also had Curtis Camphor on the show, and he gave us an insight into his career and the reason why he moved from South Africa to go play for Ireland. I know that it posed a lot of questions when people saw him in Ireland colours, and I basically give some insight into my first time that I saw him, and he comes on the show as well and has a chat with us and a chat with me to give his story, and he speaks about the system as well. So at the moment, obviously, there's a lot of questions about the system, and yesterday I spoke about a group that was formed by former coaches and former players in support of players of color that have been struggling. And basically, the aim of this particular group is to fix the broken system that they have said that is currently happening in South African cricket. So they've labeled the South African cricket system as broken, and they're saying that they are going to try to put a group in place to support this and to take it forward. So the major question that we're going to answer today: what is wrong with South African cricket? So I have Robin Peterson, that is going to say a few words about this. So I got him to send us a voice clip of what he feels is wrong with South African cricket.
So what we need to change in South African cricket, you know, I really believe that we've only peeled back a few layers in terms of our diversity as a country, and we've birthed sort of things like Protea Fire in my time of the national team, but I think that was only one, maybe two layers we've peeled back in terms of how our diversity could possibly be used as an advantage. I still feel there's something not quite there. I think what's come to light, obviously, in the last couple of weeks, has almost given us an opportunity to rebirth our cricket again, from everything from bottom up, from our transformation policies. I think Vern Philander hit the nail on the head. We need to have better facilities in the townships. What's been happening? We need to revive. We need to resuscitate and revive the game over there. The interest is there. But cricket is a game about facilities, opportunity to play, and committed coaches and teachers in the schools to get the game going. And that's what needs to be, that's what needs to happen. And that's why I always say that you need a collaborative, bottom-up approach for transformation. So that's probably one of the main things that concerns me, is that we're not creating a pipeline or a pipeline of opportunity for a kid from rural Eastern Cape to go all the way to play for the Proteas at Lords one day. That to me is a concern in our cricket, because I really do believe that the success of South African cricket probably lies in if a kid can make it from Ndingi like Mackay and Tini did all the way to Lords to take a 10 for, in Test match cricket. So to me, that's a little bit of a concern. I think we need to get into a room, unpack what's been happening recently, relevant leaders and role players that share dressing rooms together. Because ultimately, there was a lot of hurt and pain that's come out of the last couple of weeks. But ultimately, the guys toured the world together and we were all teammates. So I think we need to get together and sort of have a few uncomfortable conversations. I think nothing grows in a comfort zone. So the uncomfortable conversations need to happen for us to grow as a cricket nation, and not only as a nation, as people. Ultimately, an organization is about its people, only as strong as the individuals and people that it employs. So ultimately, that's what we need to take care of. Unpack, grow together, and get this game out to the masses, and create the opportunity and pipeline that we need for South African cricket to be the best in the world, because we got a great opportunity to do it now, and I would hate for it to be missed. So that's my views on where we're at the moment. Cheers, bye.
So, very strong statements, as you guys have been saying in the comment section. Excellent statements made by Robin Peterson. And I think he alluded to something that Alistair alluded to in his column that he wrote yesterday. And I think you guys should go read that. It's a very good piece. And it gives you a different perspective on what is happening in South Africa at the moment. And what makes it excellent is that I think those conversations need to be had. And I think Graham Smith also said it in his statement yesterday, that they need to just man up and sit in a room together, talk about these things, and iron out what needs to change, where we can improve, and how we're going to do so. It might be a great opportunity for us to just press the reset button and just start from the bottom up and just reset everything and just start anew. That's just something that, from my perspective, that I think maybe should happen. I can see some comments over here from Abai. He says that if you were to look at the Black African cricket in the current setup, they've all gone to privileged schools and made it throughout the system. So I'm going to talk about that quickly. From my experience, I don't think enough has been done with regards to cricket in this country, with regards to giving Black African people opportunities at top quality schools. There are certain schools that say that their system or their tradition does not suit certain cultures, etc. And I think that needs to change within school levels. I think more opportunities, more bursaries need to be given to people from the townships who have the potential to do amazing things. We can't have years at schools where grades only have one or two Black African people, or only a small number of people of color in each grade at a top school. So we need to improve that. And like Robbie P said, of course, bring cricket to the townships and allow people to fall in love with cricket again, allow kids to fall in love with cricket again. And I think that's what the KFC mini cricket program is doing unbelievably well. It's helping kids, little boys fall in love with the game again. It's very important, and meet their heroes and play with their heroes. I'll never forget the opportunity that we had when I went to my first KFC mini cricket event that I went to. And AB de Villiers was there, Mignon Dupree was there. I mean, Graham Smith was there as a representative to talk to the kids. He obviously wasn't direct at the time. He was still a commentator, and it was amazing to see the smile on those kids' faces when they saw a figure like AB de Villiers and Andile Pehlokwayo and so many other players come and play, and JP Dumini as well, come play with these kids and show them what cricket's about and help them. I mean, that KFC mini cricket program, there was a festival that happened at Newlands that I went to, and there was over 1,000 kids over there. It was unbelievable. They had all sorts of cricketers and female cricketers, Laura Wolfart, and etc., Faye Tunnicliffe, all of them. They were all there helping these kids out, and it was phenomenal to see this happen. It was phenomenal to see these kids interact and the joy on their faces. So that's what we need to do. But I also went on to say, on another hand, how about cricketers playing in the townships? It's a very complex issue, I feel, and I think I've touched on that right now. Ravi says that about a good question. The schools of the townships have a poor cricket infrastructure. Gary Kirshen is doing a lot of work in the region to improve the standard and facilities overall. Now, another one over here, obviously, Ravi saying the Kai Majolo week must improve significantly. Now, I've been to, I think, 3 Kai Majolo weeks now, and I think the standard is very high. The competition between players, that the fight between all those players to want to try to make the Easter Schools team. I know the guys that don't make the Easter Schools team, how gutted they are when they don't make it. So it's very important that we just fix it at the grassroots level. And I think that was my first criticism, or my first, I wouldn't say criticism, but my first concern regarding Graham Smithy when he was appointed, was that I wasn't sure if how much he would do with regards to grassroots level. And he did tell us, in his first press conference at Newlands, he told us that when he was appointed as director of cricket, and when he was appointing Mark Boucher and the coaching staff, he did say that that's something that he wants to learn and needs to get involved in. So I hope that he does keep to his word, and that he does promote that grassroots level development. And the women's game is going to play a massive, massive part in that, I feel, because I think they've done it exceptionally well. They've kept players in the game, growing the sport in the women's game without incentives. These girls are playing cricket at the highest level for no pay. It's unbelievable what's happening over there. And then lastly, Ravi says we need to expand the reach of the game and play proper cricket in those regions. Men and women representatives should go to the outlying areas. Past protests like Fani have also volunteered, and we need to see more. So this is a pledge to all former cricketers and all current cricketers to do these things, to go out there, to have these talks, to become part of a society, maybe join a group like this and help them achieve the goals that they are trying to achieve. But that's enough of this topic for the day. I want you guys just to do one thing for me, please, and that is to download the latest magazine and just subscribe to the magazine so you can get every single issue to your inbox. I strongly recommend that you guys support us as much as you can. Please, if you can, I'm asking you guys to like this video, comment in the comment section below, share it with your friends and family. Our last two videos are doing exceptionally well, and thank you guys for all the support. Let's continue to grow so that we can also build this platform into a platform that can give back to South African cricket. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in, and I'll see you again next week.